Now that we have our hood done and made, it is time to make some arm warmers out of the scraps. Hi, I'm Christina, and I love to digitally apparel pattern. And a little while ago, I made a hooded scarf that now, out of the scraps, I'm going to make some matching arm warmers. They're going to be super quick, super easy, and super simple. All we need is a rectangle and some scraps of fabric. This is also a really great thing to do with any type of scraps that you have that can create a fun and unique little piece of arm warmers. So, if you enjoy stuff like this, definitely make sure to like and subscribe, and let's get started. Here is one of my main scraps from my hooded scarf, and it looks like it will fit my hand perfectly. So it currently measures 11 by 12 and a half, so I'm going to just cut it right in half and make it so that it is 11 by 6 and a quarter. Then I'm going to add a little fluff on the top and bottom so that it really matches that hooded scarf. So I'm going to make sure that it matches. So it's the 11 inches long. I'm going to do 2 inches wide because I'm going to fold it in half and then serge it. So it will be closer to like a 5/8 inch puff on the top and bottom. So I'm going to do top and bottom, so I'm cutting 4. Now because it's this really fuzzy stuff, I'm doing really small clips into the fabric and pulling it apart. This way I'm not hacking off giant chunks of it or making it not great right at the seam. This is really helpful to do for hair or other stuff like this to make sure that you don't have chunks missing. Now we're going to serge the sides. So I'm only doing the sides that I'm eventually going to turn into the seam because I'm going to serge on the puff to the top and bottom. I just want to finish the edges because then I will be sewing them together at the end. Now it's time to add the puff. So I'm going to fold the puff in half and line up all 3 edges, and I'm going to serge it onto that long length. You want to just work nice and slow and make sure that it gets on nice and solid. Now we're going to do the bottom. Again, I'm pinning far away from the serger so I don't actually have to pull my pin as I'm sewing. So it makes it much easier to make sure that they're all together right at the beginning. Let's move on over to the sewing machine, and we're going to sew the top down about 1 inch, and then we're going to jump about 1.5 inches for our thumb hole, and then we're going to sew all the way to the hem. Let's try it on. Ooh, I love it. I love it so much. It's so close to done. So the other one, I'm actually going to do it a little bit differently because that was a lot of thickness. So I'm going to start at the top of the thumb hole and work to the top of the arm warmer, and then start at the bottom of the thumb hole and work to the bottom of the arm warmer. It just makes it a little bit easier going over the thickness right at the serged. And let's put this one on. Yep, I'm gonna have to top stitch the thumb holes. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to just top stitch the seam allowance down around those thumb holes. This will make it much easier to get your thumb in and out, and it'll keep it cleaner, a cleaner look in the long run. When I'm doing this, it is a very small hole because you don't want to catch the other half of the arm warmer at all. So it's kind of a juggle of wiggling around and making sure you're not catching anything you're not supposed to. But let's put them on one more time. Ooh, I do love arm warmers so much. I hope you make a matching set of arm warmers for your hooded scarf as well. And there we have it. That is how quick and easy you can bust out some really fun matching arm warmers. I love little matching sets like this, and I also really love arm warmers. I've made them quite a few times, and I just think they're a lot of fun. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe. If you missed us making this hood, definitely make sure to check that one out too. This hooded scarf is so much fun. And then you can make these quick and easy matching arm warmers. So I hope to see you in some of my other videos. Happy sewing!